Are you ready?
Welcome to Shanghai, and as you probably know, it is the year of the dragon, somewhat non-traditional dragon with a beatbox, but we like it anyway. You may also know that the dragon is known for power, known for creativity, and the year of the dragon is often marked with change. And I believe that what you see HP share with you today will demonstrate how we're ready to change the market through our printing and personal computer portfolio in a way we've never done before. Now, HP has been in China now for 27 years. We've developed a very mature presence, everything from HP labs to development centers to manufacturing, both for the domestic market and for export, as well as, of course, sales and marketing. But we're here today to also acknowledge what an important role China plays in the PC market. China is now the largest market in the world in terms of annual units shipped. It is also the largest market in the world in terms of installed base of business PCs. And if we look out to 2015, projections are there will be more than 650 million people in China online and connected. Now, at the same time, there's remarkable opportunity. When we measure PC penetration by number of units per thousand population, China is actually just below the worldwide average at about 200 PCs per thousand. When we look at the printer market, it's far lower, only 6% penetration. So what this combines to tell us is that we've got remarkable opportunity here in China, growing on an already very large scale. And that growth is going to happen in the other BRIC countries, Brazil, Russia, India, as well as emerging geographies all over the world, as they will account for practically all of the growth over the next few years in the PC market. By 2015, that global penetration is projected to increase by 50%. PC penetration will will reach 2.3 billion units of installed PCs globally. From a dollar point of view, that adds up to more than $300 billion total market. So a very, very significant opportunity. Epicenter may be here in China, but obviously it's a global phenomenon. To take advantage of this, it's important to appreciate HP's broader strategy as we go to any market. And at its foundation is a layer of hardware infrastructure that is really rivaled by no one else in the world. On top of that hardware, whether that's PCs, printers, servers, storage, networking gear, we're we're able to bring on top of it servers, services, and software, both from HP as well as our partners, to bring together a solution that really works for our customers. We're about making technology work for our customers. And to really drive this home in this category, as you're probably aware, back in March, we combined HP's printing and PC organizations into one, printing and personal systems organization. When we brought these two groups together, we truly brought together a best-in-breed combination, a very deep and rich intellectual property heritage and portfolio from our printing side, and a world-class operational efficient engine driving our market-leading PC side of the business. And together, we see tremendous opportunities to develop more interoperable products for our customers, to work more effectively and efficiently with our channel partners around the world, and overall, to simply provide a better customer experience. Now, this new organization also operates at tremendous scale. On a combined revenue basis, it's approximately $65 billion. And on a unit shipment basis, last year, these two organizations shipped collectively more than 120 million devices. That's about 4 devices per second. Since our Dragon came and left the stage until now, HP has shipped more than 1,000 printers and PCs to customers all over the world. And those customers are at every segment. The only thing that matches the breadth of the customers we serve is really the breadth of our portfolio. And why you're here today and tomorrow is to really get a much more in-depth look at the more than 80 products that we're going to be introducing for customers from small businesses to the largest global enterprises to the consumers at home. And some of the themes that you'll be hearing throughout the 2 days, and I would encourage you to explore, and some great opportunities we have in store for you, are first of all, quality. The investments we're making in quality to drive reliability for our customers is absolutely essential for creating that great customer experience. The second theme you'll hear a lot about is value. We have the opportunity uniquely to apply our scale to make more accessible these technology solutions to more people around the world than anyone else. The other thing you'll hear on our commercial portfolio is how we're really tuned in to what our customers need and driving that customer-inspired innovation, particularly around business efficiency, which is going to be critical for every size company, particularly the small businesses that, as we know, are typically going to drive economic growth anywhere in the world. And finally, you'll hear some insights around our take on the whole consumerization of IT trend. Not only how we look at it, but how it's influencing product design and, of course, the products that are starting to come out of that approach. So in addition to thanking all of you for coming, I want to take a moment to thank some of our very special partners. Our strategic partners, Microsoft and Intel, and our technology partners, AMD and NVIDIA. Without them, we would not be able to build the solutions that we'll be sharing with you this week. And now, I'd like to welcome back Diana, and we're going to get on with our show.
Thank you very much indeed, Steve. Thank you for putting things in perspective. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to bring on 2 other gentlemen to talk more about customer-inspired innovation. Please join me to welcome James Mouton and John Solomon. Good morning, gentlemen. Welcome.
Good to see you.
Hey, John. Let me start by asking you guys about the key aspect of HP's business, quality and reliability. Now, you have always been known for these two, but now we're talking about genuine quality and reliability. What's the difference?
Well, from our perspective, quality is something that's ingrained in our being. And we're making sure that we take quality in all aspects of everything we do. We've got to consider it from the design concept phase, the point of qualifying materials and components into our systems, systems level testing, all the way through certifications, and quite frankly, the life cycle volume through service and support models. And So it has to be done end to end every day, and that's something, the heartbeat of what we do.
Yeah, I think just to add to that, when we look at quality, we look at it very much from a customer perspective. And if you think about printing business, for example, a key area of quality is what's the quality like of the output? What's the quality like using HP ink and HP toner? And the fact is we put a huge amount of R&D. Just to give you some figures, we spent 3 to 5 years to develop a new HP ink and about 50,000 hours of R&D. And there's an amazing amount of testing that goes into that, and it results in real quality results. If you compare the using HP original supplies with bargain aftermarket alternatives, there's an absolute difference in the experience. 7 out of 10 aftermarket toners fail at some point in the printing experience, and 1 out of 3 inks, and that's just way too many for the customer.
Staying on numbers, Steve mentioned that HP ships 4 devices per second. That's very impressive, but what about delivering value to the customer?
Well, it's really value is really what matters, right? So I think that customers are looking for the right balance and the right price point, the right value, and we're seeing that consumers in particular are looking for more value. If you look at the printing products, customers have long told us that they are unhappy about the cost of supplies. And so in some of what we're talking about today, we're really looking at the total running cost, the total experience for the customer.
Well, and to add to that, when we think about the value, it is the experience. And so more and more what we want to do is blend killer product. If you don't have killer product, you can't even play the game. But we want to make sure we drive customer insight. We've got opportunities across 170 countries to get input on a regular basis. And our goal, our desire is to take that input, put it into our products, and bring forth that experience. It really brings a differentiating experience overall.
I want to talk about some exciting new buzzwords, and that is consumerization of IT. We've been hearing that a lot. What exactly is that, and how, more importantly, how is HP responding to that?
I mean, the way we look at it is the consumer is king. We've got to think about it that way. And, historically, you always had the top level, the CEO, wanting their experience at work to be more like the experience at home with IT products. But now you've got a whole new phenomenon where you've got both the top level executives, that the people entering the workforce also demanding more from their IT products at work. And that is really driving this phenomenal trend of consumerization of IT.
And just to add a little to John's point, what we see through our customer councils is that it is the end user. So at the end of the day, if you're at home in your living room as a consumer and a customer, big corporations, everyone who works in big corporations is effectively an end user, an end consumer. And what we're seeing is that end user, that end customer desire is taking a new stand in even the enterprise that was locked up by IT bang patterns in the past. So there is a progression in place. And so it's very important for us. We're going to stay laser focused on that end user and what the end user wants as a vector for us on how we operate.
We're going to talk more about that later on in the show, and also coming up, HP's response to that.
Absolutely.
So let me move on now. I hear that on the commercial front, there's been tremendous innovation in business efficiency. James, tell us more.
Sure. I guess in a short version, business efficiency kind of gets to time and money. If you can do things faster, get up and running faster, if you can keep things running, and by the way, hopefully you can make more money while you're doing those things, anything that can help you help time and money is an efficiency aspect. And across our portfolio, there's a lot of examples. It could be a notebook that boots up extremely fast. It could be a thin client that automatically configures and sets us up on a network. It could be the blazing speed of a workstation that redefines how animation is done for a movie industry. So any of those things, at the end of the day, gets you up and running. And by the way, if you manage it properly, it keeps you running. Long battery life, gets you running all day. So there's a lot of examples of how those technologies give customers and businesses the opportunity to get going faster and make more money.
Let me do something to add, John?
Well, yeah, I think it's, the industry's moved beyond just speed and feed. So we know that having fast core product is really important for productivity. But what you're hearing from James on the PC side, and if you think about our printer business, we're really looking at the total process that a business person gets involved in. So looking also at their workflow, looking at how how they interact with the product, and making sure that that's really productive as well. An example is ePrint. Our ePrint-enabled printer line allows you to print on the go from any smartphone. That's an example of just taking steps out of a process of making business people more productive.
All right, let me wrap this up by asking you, what is really driving HP today?
I think it comes down to making customers, making our products work for our customers, or really taking customer insights and building that into our products so the technology works for our customers.
Absolutely. Short version, the customers are driving HP.
Thank you very much indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, John Sullivan and James Mouton. Thank you, gentlemen. We'll see more of you later on.
So I think nothing explains, thank you. Nothing gives you a better sense of who we are than to see that clip. As kids, we grew up loving sports and myself technology, and we've banded together to create a pretty substantial body of work for only being around for 5 years. But today I really want to talk about how we leverage technology to empower us to create and capture our dreams. If we look where we are with digital technology, this is a very simple view of a digital camera. You have a lens, you have a sensor, and most importantly, you have compression, which is a compressed video file. And I mention this because when you look at the workflows for digital videos, because you're working with compressed video file, the workstation is probably the single most important component of getting good performance and having a good experience when you're doing your work and creating this material. And for us, the workstations that we've always used at Bandito Brothers are HP workstations, whether they be Z workstations, the new Z1 all-in-one, or mobile workstations on set. For us, we've always been able to trust the HP brand, and of course for me to come to China to be able to articulate that is an honor, because we really feel like we've done a lot with the technology. This is an example of how we approach shooting on set. We use these new digital cameras in really forward-thinking, creative, immersive ways. So this is a couple behind-the-scenes pictures from our movie Act of Valor that came out. This just shows you the cameras, and we're using them in very unique, forward-thinking ways. Of course, we always have HP technology with us on set, and here's a Dream Color monitor, which is getting taken out into the desert to be a part of the production that we're working on. Here's the same Dream Color monitor being used for video playback. And of course, it's giving us a Rec 709 color calibrated image, which is incredibly important for color accuracy when you're working with film. So the next project that I want to tease out is a project that means a lot to me personally, and it's a project that I'm so excited to share with you all because it has to do a little bit with China. But the first thing I'm going to do is show you a little clip from the last shoot that we did for this project out in Hawaii. So if we can play that clip.
We are out here in Kauai, in Hawaii, and we are on Danny's property, and we're here to shoot an epilogue finale sequence for the film. You know, he created the mega ramp, and I think he feels like there's a limitation to that structure, and he wanted to augment that quarter pipe and create something totally different. So we're out here for the weekend. We brought a bunch of dudes from California, and you know, it's like a glorified skate shoot. We're out here with a bunch of cameras, we're out here with a bunch of technology in the field. We have our HP mobile workstation that we're reviewing all of our content on set. So whenever we're done with the shot, whether it be on the 5D or the Red, we always download the shots directly to the laptop, which is our media management station. And then because it has a Dream Color monitor on there, we can look at the files and look at everything, you know, in a color accurate setting. We also brought the new HP Z1 out here, and that's a bigger workstation, but it's an all-in-one. And we review the same content on that system and can actually do just a little bit more work. We just have a little bit more screen real estate. But both of the systems are really powerful. And what it does is it enables us to shoot something and immediately have that instant gratification as to how good the quality of what we shot is and whether or not we need to do it again. The HP systems have been integral to all the production work and the post-production work that we do at Bandito Brothers. For us, we just feel like It's incredible that we're actually here doing this. For him, it's just really important to kind of keep pushing himself. You know, as much as he's done incredible things on a skateboard, he still doesn't feel like he's done, and he doesn't feel like he's expressed himself completely. The universe allows him to follow through on those things, and that's pretty special, and that's inspiring, at least for me.
Thank you. So that's an example of what a set looks like for us when we're on location. We always bring these portable pieces of equipment that allow us to be a step ahead and to have that accuracy and confidence that what we're shooting looks right, sounds right, and everything. The project that we just showed up here is my passion project. I directed it, and it's a documentary about the skateboarder named Danny Wei who jumped the Great Wall of China in 2005. We shot it on a number of different digital camera formats, and from start to finish, the project was made with the Z800 workstations. So I'm incredibly honored to be able to present for the first time to a Chinese audience in China. It's a very special thing to be able to do that when you've been working on the project for a very long time. But I prepared a special trailer to show you all, so we'll see a little bit more behind the scenes of Waiting for Lightning.
I said, are you crazy? What do you think you're doing? I didn't see it as being a positive. I saw it as Danny getting killed.
I remember him saying, if you build it bigger, you can go bigger.
Any moment he can end his career. That's the fine line of his friends saying, Danny, are you sure? Are you sure? You've done enough, Danny. Why do you have to prove yourself again?
When we first got to the Great Wall, we were just like, oh my God, this guy is gonna kill himself.
The Chinese biker tried to jump the Great Wall and died, so there was already that stigma on it.
It's one of those things, I hope they have, a medical team here, because what's Danny getting himself into now?
Once you lose the fear of death, you really learn how to live. A lot of people are just so paranoid that they never let themselves step up and live life.
Danny's doing what he was meant to do, and you can see that. And very few people get to experience that in their life.
There's a lot of guys that'll do whatever it takes to win. Then there's guys that do whatever it takes to push themselves. Guys that do whatever it takes to progress their sport.
That takes such a great dream and a dreamer. It makes you realize anything's possible.
Wow. What a guy. What a life. Yes. Tell your fans out there, when can we expect to see Waiting for Lightning?
The movie will probably be out around August or September of this year, 2012.
We'll look forward to that. Ladies and gentlemen, Jacob Rosenberg. Thank you, Jacob. I reckon it's not hard to be inspired by great customers like that. And speaking of great customers, here's our next guest.
This is a car, and this is a WestCoast Customs car. What started out as a one-man shop has grown into a worldwide empire. No matter how big we get, it's still all about the cars. We have the most skilled technicians and creative ideas. At WestCoast Customs, we build the cars that people only dream about. I'm Ryan Friedlinghouse, and I'm inviting you inside WestCoast Customs.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Ryan Friedlinghouse of West Coast Customs and HP's brand new Elitebook.
make sure that our technology works for our customers. And so, Ryan, appreciate you being here first and foremost, but give us some idea, how do you use technology to create these killer automobiles?
I mean, all the way down from the workstations to the paint clients to the workbooks and to the design jet, actually, that we did here.
Well, the logo. Okay.
Yeah, so we print it out and then lay it on the car and then paint the car.
Awesome. In fact, we'll buy some of this one. It's got some logos. I appreciate it.
Right?
Hey, you know, you're a busy guy and you're mobile a lot, and so I assume you appreciate efficiency. We talked about earlier things like long battery life and boot times, and we've got products in the commercial space that give you 36 hours of battery life, extremely fast boot time. So, you know, beyond those type of efficiency things, what other aspects of our products do you appreciate?
I mean, I really like the durability, since obviously everything in the shop is getting beat up and getting dirty, and people do what we do every day in the shop. So, I mean, the reliability of that and making sure we have an awesome product is the first and foremost.
Well, cool. So you actually do work than real work.
Yeah, real work.
And it has to work.
Yeah, it has
Well,
to work
awesome.
and have to be able to go through those challenges.
Well, that's good. In fact, in our Elitebook space, you know, we've kind of created a synonymous icon in Elitebook representing quality and reliability. We've done things that says, look, we'll test it even at or beyond military specifications, whether it be shake and bake and vibration, drop test, all types of things. And so we think we're pretty rugged. So I've got something I want to show you and see what you think. Let me get this out the back. So this little guy is a full-up Elitebook. In fact, it's the smallest Elitebook we've done to date. It's 11.6-inch screen. But even though it's small, in fact, the design guys had a nickname for it. They call it Mighty. Little guy with a big punch. And so all the things you need in your shop, if you happen to drop it, not that you would, but if you did, you'd be covered. It's got precision machining on the hinges. Again, it's a full Elitebook. So if you think about things like broadband connectivity, SSD drives, long battery life, a docking station, metal cases. I mean, the list goes on. So this is a no-compromise Elitebook and a very aggressive form factor. So it's ready to do the next version of the HP logo car.
Nice.
What do you think?
I think it'll fit perfectly in my backpack.
Well, maybe let's just take it back home. Well, thanks a lot. And what do you think we go for a ride, man?
Let's do it. We'll go down to one of the strips down here.
I'm game.
All right.
Thank you very much. See you guys.
Wow. I really like that entrance. Ryan Friedlinghouse from West Coast Customs and like to invite John Solomon back on stage to talk a little bit more about business efficiency. John. So could you elaborate on business efficiency?
Yeah, we started talking about it a bit earlier, about how important it was for small and medium businesses, in fact all businesses, to be more efficient. And those of you who follow HP know that we've been driving for a long time to reduce the total running costs. Our ink and the office products, the whole value proposition to the customer is 50% lower running cost than average laser products. And these products are getting increasingly popular around the world, so we keep driving on this efficiency. But we have some special news for today. And it's in the area of mobility. In fact, today we are announcing the world's first mobile all-in-one. If we could get that product brought on. But as it comes on, just a word about why are we doing this. As we talk to customers around the world, one of the things that they said was they really wanted mobility of prints. They wanted to be able to be at a customer site. Customers want to be, with their client, with their customer, and they want to be able to print right then and there. And they want to not only be able to print, but they want the full function of print, of copy, of scan. So in this little device, what you've got is, and look, this will fit in your Coach handbag, right?
This is going through my bag, John.
I don't know what else I'll find. But this is a very, very portable product, Bluetooth enabled. And you can scan from it. So say you're with the customer and you realize a document that you've just signed, you need to be able to email that somewhere else. So you can scan it from this device, from the scanner in here, to your email. And you can do it to a portable device, to any Bluetooth phone, any smartphone. So you can scan it to USB, so there are a lot of different use models. And you get 500 pages on one charge. So no messing around with cables and stuff like that. So just fabulous for business people on the go needing to close the deal.
Because mobility is closely linked to business efficiency. Thank you very much indeed. The world's first all-in-one, ladies and gentlemen. And John, I believe you have more news for us?
We do. In fact, as we look at the small and medium business space, we're in the process of revamping our whole lineup. And we're doing that very systematically with 3 new LaserJet products today. But we've got a star that we want to highlight. Experience the customer has, and really from a customer end, how do we make that more efficient? So we looked at, first of all, there's this 3.5-inch LCD, which you can control the workflow. So the example is, you need to scan a document on this, and you need to scan it to a tablet or to a storage facility, server or cloud that you have. So this has, from the front panel, scan to a tablet, scan to cloud capabilities. So amazing workflow, things that we typically saw in the enterprise MFP space, now available for a small and medium business person. So you can really be professional, get a lot of stuff done on the go. Full e-print capability, but really the big news is workflow management from the front panel is connected with a really high performance workhorse all-in-one product.
Wow, that's very exciting. The 400 LaserJet MFP. Now, staying on business efficiency, John, I believe you're going to tell us about a new partnership.
Well, sure. I think mobility is really important, and as we talk to customers all over the world, and our e-print innovation, which I mentioned earlier on, is really key. But what we found from a lot of customers was, they were out working, and they needed to get something printed right then and there. And they maybe were not someone who was carrying a printer with them, so maybe they didn't have our all-in-one. We wanted to give them locations to print. So HP has a program called the HP Public Print Location. And we just signed an alliance deal with UPS. And at 4,300 UPS locations, you can pick up any document that you want to print by simply emailing it to UPS. So these 4,300 now give us a total of 22,000 locations, including multiple locations right here in Shanghai, that you can print to. So you're out with a client, you need the latest documentation, the latest contract, simply print to one of those public locations.
Congratulations, well done. Okay, moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, I'd like to bring on another one of HP's closest clients and technology partner to tell us about yet another great customer-inspired innovation.
What happens when the most brilliant thinkers in computing technology come together with the most imaginative minds in the business world?
Well, this is innovation. This is specialty work. This is like, the industry's who's who getting together to make something absolutely unique. We, collectively, can make a difference in people's lives.
HP and 3M recognize that 1 + 1 = 3. And this is a perfect example of it. The power of HP and 3M is greater than the sum.
If you don't have a unique partnership with the guys who are your suppliers, you don't know what's able to be done.
What this relationship really is it's a license to hunt. And it's open door. We got smart folks, you got smart folks. Let's figure out how we can work together. Respect for each other, technology prowess really comes to the forefront. And the end result is some really cool industry-changing products.
I've worked on lots of innovative stuff, and most of it never sees the light of day, or it'll get close and then die, and I'll be damned if this one was going to die.
I can remember calling Shannon's boss saying, hey, he needs to be in Houston next week for as long as it takes to work with Bobby in the lab here to develop this product.
It takes a lot of passion, so yeah. And every guy working on this project shares that same passion.
When I see a problem, I seek and destroy it.
That's right.
I actually have to do real engineering and figure things out. Off-the-shelf solutions wouldn't get you there.
Not even close.
Yeah. Well, it's a cool technology. It's an opportunity for HP to be first to market. That's what Brad and I are always talking about. How can we, 3M, help HP be first to market?
I want to take out the other guy. I want to just win. I want them gone. We want this in the market, in our customers' hands. Because this product's going to make a difference. We're going to be able to go places that computers can't go today. This is an innovation. This is our way for HP to give back. Think of all the Einsteins out there that we're going to enable. We're going to do it. And we're going to be the first ones to do it. Yeah, we had our challenges getting this through, but this is the kind of thing we have to do. We're HP.
HP and 3M. A meaningful collaboration, a revolutionary result.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Jim Bauman from 3M.
Thank you, Diane. Hey, John, it's good to see you. Hey, good morning, Shanghai. It's an honor to be a guest of HP. But you know what, John? What gets me really charged up is when two innovative powerhouses collaborate together to bring new to the world solutions. And that's what we're going to see today. And I think you're going to find that it's truly amazing.
Yeah, thanks, Jim. I think, as you'll see from this new thin client, HP and 3M companies with legacies of innovation, but really focusing on a customer problem and delivering something new and unique. Take a look.
Yeah, so John, let's power this up.
Okay, I'm just going to get a cable over here. Look at the cable feed. All right. Fingers on small enough. There we go.
There we go.
Thank you. Okay.
So John, what do we call this?
Well, this is the new thin client, and what's really neat about this product is simplicity and power consumption, which is what we're going to demonstrate right here.
So let's get the power cable.
The power cable, now what is that? Have they lost that one also?
No, John, it doesn't need a power cable. You got it. Yeah. This is called one wire, and it's one wire because it uses 90% less power than a regular workstation. This is no compromise, can be deployed anywhere.
Absolutely, it's fantastic. And you know, we talk about what are customers looking for. They're looking for less power consumption, that means better outcome for the environment, and low cost. And they're looking for simplicity. And this product delivers it in one package. So great innovation to get there.
And this is a device that we collaborated together on to really deliver that power, and it's fired up and ready to go.
All right. Well, very good. Back it there. Let me take it.
John, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. John, I can invite you to stay on stage.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Okay. We've been hearing some great news for businesses, and I would like to shift the focus to consumers. What's your value proposition in your new products?
Well, I think, you know, the thing about the HP portfolio is that we're equally strong in the business space as well as the consumer space. And in the consumer space, I'm going to talk a little bit about printing first. This has been an area of tremendous opportunity, tremendous growth for us, particularly in emerging markets. But one of the things we've learned from our insights talking to customers in emerging markets is concern about running costs. And so we've really been experimenting with how do we better address the concern about running costs and get the right product to customers that really resonates and really makes sense. And so we're very proud to announce a new product today, which I think we can get it up in a second, the DeskJet 5525 all-in-one. Now, what's special about this product is a couple of key features. One, it has the e-print capability. So really it's important to have e-prints because e-print allows people to print with mobile phones, which we know more and more is the form factor of choice and a really important functionality. But the breakthrough in this product, besides e-prints, is the fact that it has tremendously low running costs. And you get over 550 pages from a single set of cartridges on here. So very, very good, very affordable use. We introduced this product in Southeast Asia, and we saw tremendous acceptance, so much so that we're now launching it. We're going from 10 countries to 79 countries. So really broad across Asia and Latin America. And the market's really excited about this product. Now, what's very interesting is when we look at which customers are buying this product, 70% of them are families with kids. And we've asked them, you know, why are you buying this product? The key thing is education. There's nothing more important to people in these markets than the education of their kids, and they know they need a quality product that's very affordable from a running cost perspective. And this is the product that hits the mark. So we're seeing education play a key role.
Well, staying on education, I understand that you recently signed an MOU with a new Oriental and technology group in China. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so let's talk a bit more about education. Education, a printer is a content distribution device. Think of it as a way to get content, especially with HP's ePrint enabled products. So by doing an alliance with, say, the new technology group, we're really allowing the printer to be a way to access information, for kids to access information. Just to give you some numbers, in China alone, there are 99 million kids in primary school. There's another 70-odd million kids at secondary school and about 22 million kids, not kids, but young adults at college. So if you can do the math, that's close to 200 million people who would be interested in a product that we can deliver content. And by partnering with the new Oriental group, we believe it's an incredible opportunity to get, for example, language content to these kids. Maybe we've got some content to share with that right now.
That's right. Sounds very exciting. Let's hear it now from the new Oriental and technology group.
New Oriental is a listed education company, and our business covers over 50 provinces across China. We have over 20,000 employees around the world. We offer the communicative ability improvement English service for those who like to start or develop their career to improve their overall competency English environment. The other part is we offer the English service for those who want to improve their English score, pass the overseas study examinations, and that's New Oriental. A flesh and blood teacher cannot be replaced, but technology indeed brings convenience, cost effectiveness, and efficiency. So with the technology, our students could be supported with 24 hours per day, 7 days per week. With the education print apps, we can connect our staff, our teachers team, with our clients more effectively than before. Our students, they can get quick and easy access to our online library of contents, which we can update very easily and free of charge. The second one is the students can prepare at home, actually anywhere in the world, to prepare before the class about the core materials. Yeah, I expect a lot actually from this cooperation between HP and Oriental. So I always believe the power across industries is huge. When we explore, we can also share the distribution channel, we can share the brand power, we can share our experiences, so we can learn with each other and grow together. HP provides the support and help of structuring the apps and managing the core materials. So as the internet becomes more popular in China, more and more people can enjoy the benefit, because with the technology of HP and Oriental, more easily for us to expand and provide the teaching materials, ideas to more people, and bring English learning across China, who knows, maybe the world.
Well, it's really interesting how content can be delivered from the printer this way. Okay. Well, John, so far we have been talking about printers, but I'm sure a lot of what we have said applies to PCs as well. And right now, we have a customer standing by, and he's got something to say.
大家好，我是阿月，张正月。喜欢这个非常重要的一点就是，然后再来呢，对，那对于笔记型电脑，我觉得最重要的是它的性能要强，运算的那个速度要快，因为我带着电脑常常会写歌。酒店的房间里面啊，或者是在飞机上面，对，然后就写歌，所以它运算的速度要特别的快。然后再来一个很重要的东西就是那个电力一定要够久，够持久，对。然后因为电力不够久的话，有时候你做音乐做到一半没电了，火都没了，熄掉，对，那个其实还蛮悲惨的。就整个外观的话还是一样的，需要的就是一个。简单，线条很简单，对，我觉得那个是很重要，因为现在已经流行花俏的东西，反而这种我们所谓这种简单有力的东西，这个是我自己是会非常喜欢的，对，外观是这个样子。然后再来就是因为我常常这样飞来飞去哦，所以我觉得它的那个整个外形啊、重量啊，尤其是重量，它特别的轻，对，特别的轻，因为它携带轻的话就携带方便。轻的话就很容易，你要塞到什么地方啊，这样很轻嘛，对不对？然后也不至于就造成很大的那个负担。
Pretty demanding customer there, ladies and gentlemen. That, of course, is popular Taiwanese musician Zhang Zhen Yue. You know what, John? I'm sure you guys have something that will make him a very happy guy. And to tell us more, please welcome James back on stage. Hello there. Ah, you've got not one but two.
Well, that looked like what I would call a real happening kind of guy. And in fact, as we talk about segmentation and customer insight, I'd say that it would fit our power and entertainment segment pretty well. And so we actually thought that maybe we have some brand new products may actually be interested. And so what I want to show you is our brand new Envy 14 and 15.6-inch ultrabooks. This is all new design. In fact, it's our second generation. For those who recall, we had the Spectre ultrabook and the Folio Ultrabook for Business earlier this year. So effectively, this is our second generation. But in this case, we were very purposeful. So back to powered entertainment creativity. These Ultrabooks have got integrated Beats audio, dual speakers, subwoofer, a very clean, elegant design, soft touch back in black or red, high-def screens for crisp, brilliant graphics, long battery life. The list goes on and on and on. So for those folks who want to be creative and express themselves, in fact, we want to amplify their ability to be creative. And so this is a class of products that we're bringing to market, and we think you'll get a kick out of those.
Yes, yeah, simple but powerful style. That's what he said in the video. John, would you like to add?
I just think so cool and so clean that it's hard to add to it. But I need to go practice my drumming, I think.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, John. We'll let you take that.
Absolutely.
Thanks, John, and James will have you stay with us.
This is an Intel innovation perfected by HP. So great partnership.
Thank you very much indeed, John. Okay. Now, James, we've been hearing these terms, consumerization of IT, and right now we'd like to talk a little bit more about that. And to join us on stage, please welcome Mr. Bryan Ma of IDC.
Hey, Brian. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Great to see you.
Hello there, Brian. You'll be the right person to tell us more about that. What exactly is the consumerization of IT?
Sure. Well, the consumerization of IT is a phenomenon where products that were initially designed for consumers are increasingly making their way more into the workplace, right? Influencing how things are going and so forth. If you think about the way IT departments have tended to operate in the past, they would issue a standard corporate issue laptop, and you'd probably keep that separate from the PC or the devices that you may have had at home. But what has changed recently in the past few years is, of course, people are increasingly saying, hey, you know what? I want this other device. It might be thinner, it might be sleeker, it might have more battery life. Maybe simply, I just want more style, or I want my, my personal data together with this, with my work device. I don't want to have those separate. And if you think about it, when you tried to do that in the past, the thing that IT departments would say to you was, "Go away. I'm not going to support that on my network." But what has changed is that senior management, C-level executives are saying, hey, you know what? CIO, get me hooked up. I've got this device. I need it plugged in so that I can do work. And so the lines between consumers and work is blurring more and more. And that's having an impact on how IT departments have to manage this incoming, phenomenon.
Well, we'll get to the implications in just a bit. But in the meantime, James, what has your research been telling you?
Sure. Well, actually, it lines up very well with his comments. As we do things like customer councils, and this is across industry, it's not one industry, but around the world, it's not going to happen, it is happening. There's a permeation of the end user again. So the end user is really the end customer, and they're driving the desire. They want to have products that they feel good about. They want to be associated with, and they're forcing those in the classic IT shop. And so what we see is that in different companies are at different levels. Some are adopting faster or slower, but as we're taking that input into our thinking, we're bringing designs out that deliberately push on this idea of the blurring between classic commercial and consumer needs and bringing those together.
And what has been the implication of that for businesses, number one, and secondly, what's their biggest concern?
Yeah, well, it kind of comes together, right? If you think about what an IT manager has to go through now with all these so-called rogue devices coming out of the network, it's quite a nightmare, right? There's quite a number of things that they have to go through and consider. Probably the most obvious one is security. You think about someone bringing their own personal device in, it's got corporate data on there that maybe gets lost or what have you. That's something that they have to try to manage. Now, there are other factors, of course, too, maybe simply about hardware design. Is it durable enough to meet corporate standards? Is it in compliance? A number of various issues. And don't forget, a lot of times, we're not just talking about PCs, we're talking about multiple other devices. There are multiple OSs in play here. So from a manageability perspective, there's quite a bit that the IT department has to go through.
I don't want to be in those shoes. James, what is your take on this?
Well, actually, in some ways, he just described a lot of the work that we've done bringing our next new product.
Well, you know what? Yes, it's a complex issue, and like you've said, HP has a solution for that.
Absolutely. And I think it's going to show up soon.
And there you go. What a pretty solution we have Elitebook Folio.
So, as Bryan was describing this challenge of end users want something more compelling, a sleeker design, but the IT staff are very concerned about security is probably the utmost thing. So having things like trusted platform module management with these type products, having network manageability is a huge thing, right? Having legacy ports, quite frankly, not every enterprise is off of VGA connectors, for example. USB ports, there's a lot of legacy type connectivity that is in core to a lot of corporations. And so if we go through the list of this product, 9-hour battery life out of the chute. This actually has an attachable extended battery. You get 20 hours of battery life. This is what I call the second generation folio. So this is Elitebook class, all the attributes of an Elitebook from a quality, reliability, standards perspective. But it's got a full ultrabook profile. It is thin, slim. If you look at the attributes of broadband connectivity, you're going to have wireless broadband. As I mentioned, the manageability case, vPro technology for management. All the legacy ports, 9-hour battery life, 20-hour battery life, high-def screen. Again, so we think this is a nice way, in my words, to sexy up the core. So that classic commercial managed IT workhorse product has been converged to a very elegant-looking product. Then, by the way, instead of having to carry a bag of dongles, if you want to plug it into a VGA port, you've got it. If you want an RJ45 Ethernet jack, you've got it. If you want a smart card, you've got it. And so there's no compromise.
You're a good salesman. Bryan is nodding away and smiling. What do you think?
It is nice and light. I'll tell you, compared to the brick that my IT department issued to me, I'd much rather carry something like this.
Excellent.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Bryan Ma and James Mouton. Let's give them a big round of applause. Congratulations on being the winner of the 9th season of Project Runway. And now you have your very own clothing line and you're a businesswoman. How has life changed since you won the competition?
Well, as you can imagine, it's been much much faster paced than it was before. And really because I'm juggling and having a full design career and building a business. And so therefore it's just constantly on the move. And here I am in this beautiful city for the first time. And really it's just a lot of juggling the two.
We're very happy that you can join us here. Tell us a little bit more about your clothing line. What's it called and where can we find it?
It's named after me, Anya, Ayoung, and you can find it at anyaayungchee.com.
Okay, do you ship to Singapore by any chance?
For you, I would.
All right, well, you know, when I think of a fashion designer, what really comes to mind is someone who is sketching the clothes. At least that's the image that I get in the media a lot. So how does technology work for you as a designer?
Well, really, it's integrated in everything I do. I'm really a graphic designer by training, so I'm very accustomed to designing my patterns. As you can see, I love print, I love color on the computer, and so using the technology HP has given me, particularly the Touch Smart, I can design my prints on the computer, they can be printed digitally, all of my silks are printed digitally, so from that end, design end to running a business like any business owner, I use the technology and everything from marketing to running the company to communicating with my fans, everything.
Wow. Now I know that HP loves to listen to great customers like yourself. So James Mouton from HP would like to ask you a few questions. Let's bring him on. James.
Well, I got a little distracted. There's some models back there. Sorry.
I thought you were going to say that.
No, we appreciate that.
Okay, what would you like to ask, Anya?
Well, you know, there's no doubt that you've got some really sophisticated things going on, extremely stylish. And so when we think about our premium type experience and our premium products, you come to mind. Because everything you do is phenomenal work you do. So tell us a bit in your words, what do you look for in a notebook, for example?
Well, that was a good start. Thanks for that compliment. But I really do love my notebook to reflect my style, something that with very sleek lines and sophisticated. I also like for it to be lightweight, of course, because as I was saying, I travel so much that I need to be able to take it around with me.
Sure.
And it literally do everything on it, so I need to make sure that it lasts long and you know the battery will die and things like that are really important to my work.
Well, great, great. Again, she's a salesperson for our next product. So we should bring it out.
That's the HP solution to what Jenny has said.
So this is our top of the line consumer ultrabook. And we want to bring killer design, but also premium experience overall. And many of the things you're describing. So let's start with basically functionality. This also has Beats audio, quad speakers, high-def display, high-def camera, over 8 hours of battery life, about 3 pounds, plenty of ports to plug into any connectivity you want. Clearly a product that is, I think it fits your elegance, by the way.
Yeah, we got to see the product against a beautiful dress. Let's have a look. What do you think, Anya?
It's very nice. It looks good. It looks good on you too. So if you're working in the dark, backlit keyboard, of course touchpad, you know, we're pretty excited about this. This is kind of sets the bar for our next version of iconic design. But let me tell you also, as we deliver this product, and I'll let you hang on this one. I promise.
Well, we've seen many new products today, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's time now for them to get up close and personal with the products.
Let me make one more comment, and we'll do that, but just real quick, as part of this product set, we want to wrap some other value around this product as well. So for example, when you're looking at your designs, whether it be a photo or a video designs, we're going to install full versions of Adobe Photoshop and Premiere already installed. If you're worried about someone tapping into your files, we'll have internet security for 2 years. In addition to that, if for some reason, God forbid, you were to drop it off the boat and need service, it does happen. We have concierge service, so you have a special hotline to call. So the point we're making is in this class of product, it'll be phenomenal hardware, but we're going to have value-added software, not malware or crapware. And quite frankly, the service offering is going to get even more robust as we go forward. So the idea is that we're creating a total experience of this class of product versus just the hardware. But I tell you, we love the hardware. So with that, let's talk about the next steps.
Yes, I'll let you do the honors, James.
Well, hopefully you've got a chance to see some of our products. And if you thought that was it, think again. Because behind me, we're going to invite you up and come see, we have about 80 new products. So if you think we weren't in the business anymore, rethink that as well. And hopefully you'll be pretty impressed with our show. So if we could, we're going to invite you up, roll by.
Go right through to the exhibition hall behind. The first 3 rows about it.